The risk of death from lung cancer increases by 8%. The risk of death from heart disease increases by 6%. And the risk of death from all causes increases by 4%. This data is from the American Cancer Society, as published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, the world's most widely read medical periodic.
There is no direct estimate of the amount of PM2.5 or particulate matter of 2.5 emitted from the facility. ERE will most likely be required to conduct a stack test for filterable PM2.5 as part of the plan approval.
Ozone is a powerful respiratory irritant that sears lung tissue. If even relatively low ozone levels can affect even healthy people's ability to breathe. Ozone exposure may lead to shortness of breath, chest pain when inhaling deeply, wheezing, and coughing. Ozone exposure often triggers asthma attacks and results in more people being hospitalized or sent to emergency rooms for lung problems. Recent studies show that as levels of ozone increase, so does the risk of premature death.
Sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is yet another potent respiratory irritant. The only other listed emitter is the Erie Wastewater Treatment Plant, which emits 0.16 tons annually. The projected emission limitation for the tire plant is 10 tons annually, an increase of greater than 60-fold.
Nitrous and sulfur oxides will be produced and contribute to acid rain. Mercury compounds, concentrates in the lake water, and benthos bioaccumulate and biomagnify through the food chain. Even the smallest amount of mercury is harmful to humans, fish, and animals.
Mercury. Mercury is another substance for which there is no safe level in the human body, according to the World Health Organization. General Electric is the only recorded mercury emitter in Erie County, and it produces 0.2 pounds annually. The projected limitation for the tire plant is 3.2 pounds, a 16-fold increase. Arsenic. Arsenic is a known poison and carcinogen causing lung, skin, bladder, and liver cancer. The National Academy of Sciences estimates the lifetime risk of cancer is 1 in 100 from drinking water with a minuscule arsenic level of only 50 parts per billion. Erie County presently produces 0.4 pounds annually. The projected emission limitation for the tire plant is 2.21 pounds annually. Again, more than a 6-fold increase. On the left is present arsenic, on the right, arsenic after the tire plant. The above substances are linked to cancer, asthma, bronchitis, pulmonary edema,
exacerbation of asthma, increased rates of school absenteeism, emergency room visits,
chronic obstructive lung disease, kidney damage, nervous system damage, stroke, and coronary heart disease.
Hospital admissions, heart attacks, strokes, lung cancer, and premature death.
These are disabling and deadly diseases that cause their victims intense, prolonged suffering and impose on the healthcare delivery system an expensive and resource-consuming demand.
And that a comprehensive evaluation of the literature provides compelling evidence that continued reductions in exposure to combustion-related fine particle air pollution, as indicated by PM2.5, will result in improvements in cardiopulmonary health. Obviously, we're going the opposite direction with this plan.
In conclusion, I would like to thank the Erie School District for this opportunity to share with them and the general public information about the department's work. Much like a school, DEP operates in an arena where there are rules, and the rules are to be followed. DEP is a regulatory agency and does not take a position on the applications that are put before it. Applications stand or fall based on their technical merit.
So in conclusion, we, the physicians of the Board of the Erie County Medical Society, find that the above data clearly suggest that this tire plant would double, triple, quintuple, in one case increase by 15 times and another by 60 times the fixed point industrial load of health endangering pollutants, and thereby significantly increase the incidence of pollution-related illness in Erie County.
Based on the above, the Erie County Board of Health, at its Monday evening meeting, therefore resolved, first, that the independent risk assessment of the long-term operation of this plant on the health, safety, and welfare of the people and the environment be required as a part of the review process by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. Secondly, that the developer provide to the Board of Health in the Erie community the design of the risk assessment and the raw data following the assessment, as well as the report itself and supporting data. Thirdly, that the Erie County Board of Health, that the specific reference to the current research regarding polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, and the specific emissions of this plant be addressed within the assessment. And fourthly, that specific reference to current research regarding ultrafine particulate matter, less than 2.5 microns in size, and the specific emissions of this plant be addressed within the assessment.
And this is why the American Lung Association of Pennsylvania, at minimum, fully supports the Erie County Medical Society's position statement calling for the performance of an independent health impact assessment. Precisely the type of analysis that would provide this board with the type of information it seeks, yet in many respects cannot yet obtain, even from my worthy colleagues on this panel. Consider if the many remaining unknowns, especially if authorities refuse to require that the requested HIA be performed, combined with the increased potential for environmental injustice to occur due to the facility's extreme proximity to area residences, schools, and daycares, are not in themselves sufficient reason for this board to take the stand, prudent in the matter of protecting children's interests, of opposing construction and operation of such a facility. Every one of these tens of thousands is a real person, not a nameless statistic. Every one of these people is a family member, a neighbor, a coworker, a friend, a child, someone whose health and life deserve to be protected.